Good morning. So, I'm going to read from the book of Joshua this morning. I'm going to read chapter 7. I'm going to go from verse 1 all the way to verse 15. But the sons of Israel acted unfaithfully in regard to the things under the ban. For Achan, the son of Camri, the son of Zabdi, the son of Zerah, from the tribe of Judah, took some of the things under the ban. Therefore the anger of the Lord burned against the sons of Israel. Now Joshua sent men from Jericho to Ai, which is near Beth Aven, east of Bethel, and said to them, Go up and spy out the land. So the men went up and spied out Ai. They returned to Joshua and said to him, Do not let the people go up. Only about 2,000 or 3,000 men need to go to Ai. Do not make all the people toil up there, for they are few. So about 3,000 men from the people went up there, but they fled from the men of Ai. The men of Ai struck down about 36 of their men and pursued them from the gate as far as Shebarim and struck them down on the descent, so that the hearts of the people melted and became as water. Then Joshua tore his clothes and fell to the earth on his face before the ark of the Lord until evening, both he and the elders of Israel, and they put dust on their heads. Joshua said, Alas, O Lord God, why did you ever bring this people over the Jordan only to deliver us into the hand of the Amorites to destroy us? If only we had been willing to dwell beyond the Jordan. O Lord, what can I say, since Israel has turned their back before their enemies? For the Canaanites and all the inhabitants of the land will hear of it, and they will surround us and cut off our name from the earth. And what will you do for your great name? So the Lord said to Joshua, Rise up. Why is it that you have fallen on your face? Israel has sinned, and they have also transgressed my covenant which I had commanded them. And they have even taken some of the things under the ban, and have both stolen and deceived. Moreover, they have put also them among their own things. Therefore the sons of Israel cannot stand before their enemies, and they turn their backs before their enemies, for they have become accursed. I will not be with you anymore unless you destroy the things under the ban from your midst. Rise up, consecrate the people, and say, Consecrate yourselves for tomorrow, for thus the Lord, the God of Israel, has said, There are things under the ban in your midst, O Israel. You cannot stand before your enemies until you have removed the things under the ban from your midst. In the morning then you shall come near by your tribes, and it shall be that the tribe which the Lord takes by lot shall come near by families. The families which the Lord takes shall come near by households, and the household which the Lord takes shall come near man by man. It shall be that the one who has taken the things under the ban shall be burned with fire, he and all that belongs to him, because he has transgressed the covenant of the Lord, and because he has committed a disgraceful thing in Israel. So, yeah, a bit lengthy share, but it's basically the story of the Israelites who failed to take Ai the first time. And the reality that I get from this is that one man has the ability to bring down a whole nation. Because one man's disobedience to the covenant from Jericho angered the Lord so much that the Lord refused to be with them. But also, I think there's a little bit more to it as I read, because the Lord had instructed Israel that all Israel go and take the promised land for themselves. God had already prepared the land for them. They just had to take it. That the Lord would be with them. Well, first you got one man who took and hid things that were banned from the spoils of Jericho. So you have that. Then, Joshua sent out spies to survey Ai. Well, the men come back and they're like, we don't need to send everybody. It's, they're few. We got this, kind of mentality. So the spies had convinced Joshua to just send a few of the army up there instead of doing what God had always instructed them to do, which was, the whole army was to take, the promised land back from all the inhabitants of the promised land. So you got this a decision being based on man's perception of himself. So because of that, they go out there and they get whooped. I mean, they allow the death of 36 men, frightened them to the point that they ran away from this, I guess, small little community, I guess if you will. So, Joshua, and the elders, fall face down in front of the covenant, and he's asking, why, basically, why did you bring us here if you're just going to kill us off? And, our enemies are going to hear of us getting beat by so few that they're going to come surround us and they're going to kill us. So now bear in mind, Joshua had no idea that Achan had taken things that were banned from Jericho and hid them. So Joshua had no idea of that. But Joshua was so distressed by the loss, by the defeat. He knew something was up. He knew something had to be up. And he implored to God, what are you going to do, what are you going to do to protect your name and to protect us? At that point, that's when God, told Joshua exactly what was done and why he wasn't with them on that battle. Joshua earnestly wanted to know what had caused the defeat. Because Joshua was devastated because he fully believed God and in the promise of the promised land and all that. So God, you know, gave Joshua a straight answer and told Joshua that, you know, among you there's, you know, among you have someone who, you know, who took some of the banned item for themselves and hid it. And is, you know, and until that transgression is taken care of, I cannot be with you. I won't be with you. And then also the spies, you know, relied on their own judgment instead of asking God about how to go about it. That was another aspect of them not relying on God, on keeping to their own devices. So now Joshua knows why, doesn't know who still, but God does tell them this is how you're going to find out who is the one that stole and kept the things which I banned. And the punishment is that it all will be destroyed by fire. And then once judgment has been dealt on the one, at this point he does tell Joshua that it is a single man that has pretty much caused all of this for disobeying the Lord he was, because it goes down how it goes, you know, it goes from, you'll find out the tribe by lot, and then from the tribe to the household, from the household to the man. And then not only will the man be punished, but everything that the man owns as well. So basically, this disobeying God so blatantly and being so deceitful and sneaky about it is going to result in death. And you can't hide the things that you do from God. God sees everything. And, you know, and it's just so critical that we watch what we do. Because, like in the case of AI here, the act of that one man caused favor to be lost. And they quickly became humbled because they were thinking that they were more than they're not. So there's a whole combination of things, and you know, and there's probably a lot deeper things that the Lord is trying to show us through this. And I'll be honest with you, I am seeing what I can see at face value. And I just know that today, this just kind of reveals to me that one's man's transgression can affect a whole nation. And what happens to a nation. And in this case, the Israelites, the larger force, apparently, compared to AI, got whooped because somebody decided that they wanted to try to not only take from the Lord and steal from the Lord, but they thought they could hide it away and not be caught. But anyways, I love you guys, and I hope you have a blessed day. We'll see you tomorrow.